Today I wanted to do a quick review for you of this Neil Med SinuFlo Ready Rinse Nasal Cleanse Bottle versus the Nasopure Nasal Cleansing or Nasal Wash Bottle. Both of these are for nasal cleansing. I've used both of them. I do prefer one over the other, and I'll get to that in just a second. But really quickly, I want to just explain with these, you put water in them and then you add these nasal rinse packets, which are a saline solution that is a mixture of sodium bicarbonate and sodium chloride. And you rinse your nasal cavity with them. Here's part of the reason you might want to do that. Before I kind of paraphrase why you might want to do it, just want to show you here. These are your NeilMed sinus rinse packets, and I've got a couple other brands here too. I don't have the Nasopure brand here right now, but they all have a very similar solution of sodium chloride to sodium bicarbonate, and that is approximately 700 milligrams of sodium bicarbonate and 2300 milligrams of sodium chloride. And looking close up at some of the reasons a person might use a rinse like this, and I'll just kind of paraphrase. They remove inhaled irritants like dust and pollen, promotes nasal and sinus drainage, helps reduce swelling of nasal membranes, moisturizes dry nasal passages. So in a general sort of way, saline rinses promote nasal health. That's basically the reason that you might want to use these. So when it comes to using these two nasal rinse bottles, they're the same solution. Basically, you're going to use 8 ounces of water, so you fill this one to this line here, and you fill this one to the fill line, which is on the back. Then you add 1 packet of the saline solution, like the ones I showed you, for an isotonic solution, which means a solution that is going to be very close to the saline content that is in your body already. Or you could do a hypertonic solution by adding more than 1 packet. And I wouldn't probably recommend using more than 2 packets at a time in 8 ounces of water, but you could do that, and you're probably going to see a lot more mucus release from your nose when you do it that way. And it might burn a little bit if you use the 2 packets, whereas if you just use 1, it's going to feel pretty gentle on your nose, and it's going to leave your nasal passage feeling better. The kind of water that you want to use is either distilled water, filtered water, or you can use boiled tap water, but you want to cool it to room temperature or lukewarm water before you add it to your bottle. And then you just put the packets in, and so you can see it's pretty simple. They both unscrew on the top. This one has a release cap here, and then this one works a little differently, and I'll explain that, but you still open it up and put your water and your saline packet into the top. And I recommend doing it in the shower, although you can do both of these over the sink, and I'll explain how that works. And once you've got them shooken up a bit, you can go ahead and irrigate your nasal passage with them. With this one, you hold it like this. If you're over a sink, go like this and let the water come through until it drains out your other nasal passage, and do about half of the water, squeezing it gently, and then switch to the other side and do the same thing. And with this one, it has the straw that comes down almost to the bottom. And so very similar thing, but only you just put it up to your nostril over the sink, or like I do in the shower, and squeeze it gently until about half of the water has come through, and then do the other side as well. I would say that both of these bottles work very well, but the one downfall of the Neil Med Sinus Rinse bottle is that this little straw here doesn't quite reach the bottom of the bottle, and so it leaves a little bit of extra water at the bottom, which I thought was a little bit wasteful, but it still works and serves its purpose. So they both have bottles that work and serve their purpose. And my personal experience using these is that it makes the inside of your nose feel a lot softer, and it definitely does remove excess mucus and irritants, and it just generally leaves your inside of your nose feeling a lot better. I really recommend both of these. I think using these nasal rinses with these nasal rinse bottles is a great idea, but I think that I would say that I like this Nasopure bottle just slightly more because it doesn't leave any of the extra water in the bottle. So that being said, I hope you like my Neil Med SinuFlo Ready Rinse Nasal Cleanse bottle versus my Nasopure Comfortable Nasal Wash bottle. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and share this video, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.